Okay. As I said in my other video, most people don't like to talk about being sick. We have had black mold. Sorry, my glasses are all steamed up. I was out digging and I was hot. Didn't find diddly. That's alright though. It was just junk after junk. That's the way it is sometimes. I dig it real. If that's what I find, that's what I find. And sometimes it's not worth talking about. Anyway, here's what I want to talk to you about. Black mold. Now, some people say, oh my goodness, it ain't going to bother you. It doesn't bother me. It hadn't bothered me, and blah, 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 blah. If you not bothered with it, yay for you. But then some people who has a lot of allergies and stuff like that, it seems to want to attack them, like me. Now, we had black mold in here, and we didn't know we had it. For a long time. I was sick for about 4 weeks. I mean, really, really sick. And I couldn't remember. Could not remember diddly. I would go do something, couldn't remember what I was going to do. It was awful. And when I would working on stuff, my projects or whatever, I couldn't remember how to do it. So anyway, I thought, oh good Lord, I'm getting Alzheimer's. Well, no, it wasn't. The only reason we found the mole, the wall buckled where it was getting wet. And like I said, it had been that way for a while because I'd been sick for about 4 weeks. The shower, the little wall thing in there, had a little tiny separation, about that much. And whenever they took a shower, it threw water in there and was spreading this black mold. Well, now, after you once get black mold, it's so hard to get rid of. Everybody says throw the bleach to it, which is what I was a firm believer of the bleach. I really was. Bleach, bleach, bleach. But after you bleach it and kill it, it can come back. You know, the surface is nice and clear for them, and it'll come on back. I didn't realize that until after I kept bleaching, it kept coming back, and I thought, you know, gee, what? So anyway, just kind of at a loss. I was using the bleach in here and not in here. Luckily, it wasn't in my bedroom. If it had, I'd probably be dead now. And I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. But it wasn't in our bedrooms. It wasn't in my son's bedroom. It wasn't in my bedroom. It was just the kitchen and living room, which is a big area, and that one bathroom, which is right there beside the kitchen. So after that, we noticed it growing on the edge of the walls. Well, the gutters had got full, and the landlord hadn't cleaned them out. And what was happening was the water was backing up and coming down into the walls. So I'm telling you, when it starts, you just have just bundles and bundles of joy of it. You know what I mean? Something you don't want. So I would spray it with bleach, spray it with bleach, spray it with bleach. It'd go away for a while, and then it would come back. You know, within maybe a couple weeks or something, it'd start seeping back through again. I thought, oh my goodness. So the landlord come in, he fixed the bathroom, he done all that he could do from what his standpoint. I mean, the only other thing you could do is rip all the walls out, put insulation up, and put new walls up. And, you know, be sure he fixed that. He got up on the roof, and he put some stuff up there all along where the, what do you call it, where the runoff thing was. Gutter. Where the gutter was, and he put it all up through there, it covered it all, and it seemed to help. It stopped leaking on the walls. But it just takes a long time to get that stuff out because, I mean, the wall, it's already wet in the walls, you know what I mean? And it's, whenever the heat's up, it builds back up. Now, he found something that works very well, but you got to be able to get to it to spray it. So let me go get it, and I'll show you what it is. I'm back. So the landlord talked to contractors. He talked to everybody. And this is what he found. This right here. It's called mold control. You spray it on there, on the mold. You let it set for a little while, come back and spray it again. The first spraying is supposed to kill it. The second spraying is supposed to seal it so it won't come back. This has really been working really good. But like I said, in the walls, you can't get in there to do it. And, you know, we're just going to have to wait till it dries out. But this is, I'm going to hold it up there for a while so you can see it. So if you have mold, or if you're building a new house, maybe it got wet summers, this you can spray on it and then come back and spray it again and seal it. And the contractors say this is one of the best things that they could find. So it has worked for here. I spray it wherever I see the mold at, and you know, it hasn't come back. Now, with that being said, with the mobile home, when the wind blows, it rocks the walls back and forth. Let me put it down because it's getting heavy. This stuff is about $50 a bottle, so I was told, I don't know, well, the landlord keeps me in a supply of it, because it's like I told him, I will see the mold. And if I can see it and spray it as soon as I've seen it, that's a good thing. So, he just brought me a bottle. He keeps me in it. I mean, you know, other than tearing all the walls out and redoing, and of course we're living here, we couldn't, I don't know. Everybody says, why don't you move off? Why don't you move off? Well, that's fine, but everywhere is so expensive to rent down here. And you're right on top of everybody, and there's no privacy. Here where we're at, we have woods behind us, woods on this side, woods in front, you know, and it's like having almost an acre of land rented, you know, when you rent it. So it's really nice. Some of the others don't have quite as much as we do, so we're very lucky. But it cuts down the couple of mobile homes that's on behind us. It cuts down all their noise. It's, you know, does really good. Gotta have my coffee. I've had some good coffee. It's called Scottish grog. No, Highlander grog. I'm sorry. Come from the Scottish. It's Highlander grog, and it has a rum taste and butter. Was it butterscotch and vanilla? I think. But it tastes really good because I drink my coffee black. That way I don't get all the extra calories from all that other stuff. I just drink my coffee black. I have done it for a long time. And to me, that's fine. So anyway, I don't know. I have been so sick, though, and it's just been a long haul to get back up. Now, the bottom half of me, I stayed built up because, you know, I was using it a lot, but, and with my gardening and picking up the lavender rose gardening, that's another channel of mine. Whenever you pick up and move all those flower pots around, you know, you build up some muscles. But I tried everything to build my upper body up, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't get it built back up, and I still can't. Somebody suggested to my son, he says, well, you know, nobody wants to just work out. It's not that much fun. And the son said, yep, I know what you're saying. And he said, Mom's kind of a private person. She don't like to go in where there's a whole bunch of people or whatever and work out. He says, well, how about this? Get y'all a couple of kayaks. He said that's great for building up the upper body because you're stroking on each side, and it'll build up the upper body back up. And she'll be having fun, you know, and she won't even notice she's working out. And so my son and I talked about it, and I said, well, you know, that we love going to the beach, and there's a little, what do you call it, sound or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, so that's what we did. We, you know, got us a couple of kayaks. There's going to be some kayak movies coming up, videos coming up. Should be a lot of fun. I've kayaked before, so it's not really new to me. Not to say that I can't, excuse me, turn it over, but I got a fishing kayak because I don't bend as good as I used to. I told my granddaughters, I said, she said, come here and sit with me like this. I said, honey, I can't sit like that anymore. I just don't bend as well. And she thought it was very strange. And I said, well, when you start getting old, sometimes you can't bend as good as you used to. And she said, oh, Nana. But anyway, getting back to the subject of it, so we've got the kayaks. We've been buying stuff a little long. We're not rich. We can't go out and just buy stuff. I want to try to find some kind of a camping stove, you know, one of the bushcraft stoves. I want to get one of those. And I want to get maybe a grill or something, a little, you know, the great grates or whatever grate that you can put down. Stuff like that. and maybe a mess kit or something like that, pots that you can cook in, something like that. I'm really wanting to get some of that, and we've got decent paddles now. We've got our life jackets. We're good to go on that, but I need something where we can take something with us and maybe cook out. Because a lot of times you can't build a fire, but you could have one of those little small stoves or whatever. What do you call them? Alcohol stoves. There you go. That's the name of it, alcohol stoves. And it doesn't soot up your pots either, so I like that idea. So we're kind of heading towards that. I am getting better. Don't give up on me, man. I'm getting better. I'll fight, I tell you. But yeah, it had me down for about 4 weeks, and it slowly. But that's before I knew what it was. But as soon as I seen it, I'm going, that's it. I know what it is. So I got mask, and I've been wearing it. And this is one of the best masks. Well, not the best, but one that you can find. I wear this when I go into the living room and kitchen. The grandkids have got used to me. They're not afraid of me, thank goodness. But this is for mold. It protects you against mold. And so I wear it when I go in there, and I am getting better on account of it. Sometimes I forget to wear it, though, and I've got to be careful about that. You don't want to do that. So anyway, if I can do a video and it helps other people understand. Now, when the mold starts attacking you, it goes straight for your brain cord and goes up in there into the brain. So I read, this is what I read about it. And it will cause a symptom like Alzheimer. You just can't remember stuff. And while I was sick, I kept struggling with stuff I knew how to do, and it was just hard for me to do. Plus, it bothers your nerves. You will get shaky. You know, you have the little tremors like. But, yeah, the mold, that's what does it. Since I have got the mask and protect myself, I can remember now like I used to, and I can also, I don't have the nervous tremors like or whatever. But mold will do that to you, and that to me was just amazing. I just never thought of it. I tell you what, though, I'll be honest with you, I think I look like I aged 10 years. It took its toll. It really did. It really, and I went out to metal detecting today, and I couldn't do a whole lot, but I wouldn't find nothing but junk anyway, so didn't even find a penny. Yeah, it's a shame when you can't even find a penny. But anyway, I just want to share this with y'all. If you've got loved ones that you see all of a sudden start to get forgetful and they can't remember what they're doing, or if you see them struggling but even trying to do stuff, it mainly attacks the older people and the children. Now, we had grandchildren, and it didn't seem to be bothering them like it was me. It was just, of course, I have a lot of allergies, geez, and I'm an easy contact, I tell you. So anyway, I just want to tell you all that. I want to share it and let you know what's going on, let you know how come I haven't been doing videos, because you know how I love to get out and dig. I mean, I love that. It was good to be back out today, but like I said, I sure didn't find nothing to encourage me. But I dug for a little while, and I got really tired. And I thought, okay, that's enough for today. Next time we might can stay out a little bit longer or whatever, you know. Baby steps. You got to get baby steps to get back in shape. But with the kayaks, I love to kayak, and I've never had one, but my daughter had them, and she took me to the shows, and the one that I really like, because I told her, I said, I can't fold up and get one of them little things, and I said, I just can't do it. And she said, well, they have different kinds. You can try them out. So I tried out the fishing kayak, which you sit on top. Absolutely loved that one, and I've played on that for I don't know how long. Told myself, if I ever get one, that's what I'm getting is a fishing kayak. So Jason and I both got fishing kayaks because sit on top. We'd like to get us a seat. I don't have a seat yet. I want one that sets you up a little bit higher instead of sitting down in the kayak. I want to be able to sit up a little bit. I can't wait to do videos. It's going to be fun when we get out there. He's never kayaked. My son hasn't, so he'll have some learning to do. That's not to say that I can't tip one. you know, or something go wrong, I told him, I said, I can see a dolphin coming up under you and bump you. You know how they'll kind of come up and bump you and just dump you, you know, dump you into the water. So I said, I can see that happening. But we got walkie-talkies so we can stay in touch with each other, and it's going to be fun times. It really is. There's a lot of adventures to be had out there. We can go over to an island that we've never been before because you can't reach it except by water. So we want to get to doing that soon before all the bugs get so bad. Oh my goodness, those sand flies or whatever them things are called. I forgot what they are. Sheep flies? Can't remember. They bite. Oh, they hurt so bad. You get in their little territory, they'll just eat you up. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. He's got his roof mounts now. We've got everything to go except for you know, some kind of a little bushcraft camping set. I would love to have one. They're a little expensive, I've noticed. And we want to take the granddaughters with us. So it'll be 4 of us. I was trying to look for something that maybe had the 4 cups, the 4 plates, and had pots and pans with it and all that kind. So yeah, it's kind of expensive. But I would settle for something just where we can warm up stuff and, you know, do some of the camping meals or something like that, or fix stuff to take with us. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. And then guess what? I'm going to take the metal detector with me, too, if I possibly can. It'll be strapped to the kayak, and it'll be off and gone. I also need a name for my kayak. If y'all come up with anything, you let me know. The kayak's gray. I thought about the Black Pearl. I thought that was kind of cute, but you know, I don't know if you get infringements rights or something on that. I don't know. But y'all know me pretty well now by watching my videos. So if y'all come up with a name, let me know. I also thought about Yak Attack. No, was it Yakinator? Yakinator or Yak Attack. I like both of those. Both of those names was kind of cool. But let me know what y'all think about it. Let me know if you come up with some names. My son needs a name for his too. We were looking for life jackets, and we found you can buy champagne or whatever it is in a bottle that breaks away in half. And he looked at me and I grinned. I said, no, we're not going to do that. No, we're not going to do that. And he laughed. He goes, oh, no fun, huh? And I said, no, we're not going to do that. We just will get out there and go. So anyway, so if y'all think of any names, or if you like the ones I got, the Yakinator or the Yak Attack, or the Black Pearl, if you like any of those, let me know. Give me some votes down there. Let me know what you think about it, because we've got to get it named. We've got to get you know, get out there and get going. Like I said, we've almost got it done. We don't have the camping stuff. Not camping stuff, but, you know, just for day trips or whatever like that. The bushcraft cook stove and pots and pans and dishes and stuff like that. We don't have that yet, but hopefully we'll get it. I hope so, but it's just taking a little bit of time. And oh, and that's something else we need. We need, because I don't have the strength to carry my kayak. I mean, he and I can carry it, and I can do pretty good. But they have these little trailers out that you can buy. And they have one out special I got my eye on. It's on eBay, if I'm not mistaken. It's either eBay or Amazon. But it was a kayak trailer that turns into a seat. So it's a kayak seat, kayak, what do you call them things that you pull them? Oh, trailers. Kayak trailers. Well, they might go in, if you use a trailer, they might go into a bigger one. But anyway, I looked at kayak, sit on, or sit and pull kayak, something like that. And that's what it came up with. So you got one that you put your kayak on, pull it to the beach or wherever you're going to, you know, set out to ride it. And you take it with you, and when you get there, it turns into a seat. And I thought, you know, that's a kind of a cool idea, because when you get there, you want to sit down and cook or whatever. And so I'm thinking about that. I don't know. It's like $69, 69 something, I think it is, on either eBay or on where's my phone at? But and y'all tell me if y'all have had one of these and you don't like it, or you know, it's not that good or something. Please let me know. See if I can find it. I take so many pictures, it's hard for me to keep up with all my stuff. I thought I had it before that. Oh, here it is, right here. One of them had them for $59. There it is. That's what it looks like. Well, that's what I want. Because after you get there, it will turn into a seat. But I can put my kayak on that. I don't have to, you know, try to carry it there or anything. I can just pull it. And a lot of those with just has the wheels on there and two bars, they fold up if you hit bumps or something like that. So, yeah, I like that. And then when you get there, you can set it up like that. It sets up like a seat. What is this on anyway? This might be. But see, that's the way it sits. Is that not cool? Let me just show you this other one. There you go. And you put it on there and just strap it on, and it's ready to go. That would be amazing. I had thought about a wagon, and it folds up like that, nice and flat. And you just throw it on the front of your boat or the back of it, or back of your kayak, and you're off and ready to go. And there's the measurements. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Probably not. But anyway, it's like 18 inches wide. And I think that thing would be a super thing. And whenever you're sitting, it has a little thing for shade. That little fold-out thing will come out and give you some shade. I just thought that was the cutest thing. Now, whether it'll hold your kayak, it's from Brooklyn Kayak Company is who makes it. A rolling kayak cart. That's what I put down. It was a rolling kayak cart, seat cart, and that's what come up. But Brooklyn Kayak Company has them. But it's selling on Amazon. Okay, this was on Amazon where I found it, and it's all aluminum, so I think it was like 11 pounds if I'm not mistaken, which is not real bad. It's heavy enough, but it's not real bad. I'm sorry, that's my... We had thought about these, but people say those fold up. Whenever you're pulling it, if you hit a bump, it'll fold up, even if you got it tied down. Hang on, I got to take my allergy tablet. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Thanks for listening. If you know, keep it on people. If you see them acting kind of funny or they just can't remember, I mean, probably a lot of people that they put in rest homes for Alzheimer's might not even be what they had. They might have had mold in their home and didn't know it, because a lot of times it's really hard to tell. So it could be in the walls and, you know, it's still seeping out in there where you can smell it or whatever. So take care. Grab your coffee. You know, I've always got mine. And, you know, look out after other people. If you see them, you know, like that, check their home out. See if they have mold in it. It could be that. Because it goes straight for your brain stem and then straight for your nerve system and your thought systems. It will mess it up. And it will go on. It will eventually kill you if you're not careful. It shuts down your organs little by little. And that's what was happening to me. It was starting, and I could tell I just didn't feel good and stuff and everything. It was just bad. So anyway, I've told you about it. That's what's been going on. It's the reason you haven't seen the videos from me, because I was just too sick. And I was weak for the longest time. You know, I just couldn't, and you can't sleep. The symptoms are, you can't remember things. You go to do something. I do all kinds of, you know, projects and stuff, and I couldn't remember how to start it and all that, your passwords and all that stuff. So I always write mine down anyway. So anyway, but it starts with the, you know, with your memory loss, nervous. I mean, you will literally shake like that when you got this stuff and it's really bothering you. It bothers your kidneys, it bothers everything. It'll finally just shut you down and kill you. So you really need to know about this stuff. It's very, very important. Very important. And people says, well, you should have moved. Well, it's hard to find a place around here in a good neighborhood. This is a good neighborhood. We have no problems. There's nobody out screaming and hollering, having fights and stuff like that. So, and the landlord has tried to do what he could. The lady down below us, she had mold where he didn't get her gutters cleaned out either and got into the walls. And they repainted the walls, but they also got a dehumidifier to take out the moisture out of the air. And we've got one, and those things are not cheap, I tell you. And but it seems to be helping some. You don't smell the mold in there, but I'm still trying to be very, very careful and keep the mask on, because it's only been 3 days since we've had the dehumidifier. And they have been lots and lots of water coming out of it. It's amazing the moisture it's gathering. You just wouldn't think about it being that bad. So anyway, y'all take care, be careful, look out for each other, and don't jump to conclusion that it's one thing or another. You know, do some research or whatever, but because that stuff, you know, the landlord says, well, it's not bothering me. Well, you know, he wasn't living in it, you know what I mean? But he did replace all the bathroom. He replaced the walls. He sprayed it down with that's killing stuff, and we did all that. And I watched him. I wanted to be sure he's going to take care of it right, because, I mean, he could just slap new walls up there and you wouldn't have known. And I wanted to be sure he did it right, and he did. He tore down everything that he needed to. He put up a whole new tub and wall tub, a whole new wall thing in there, everything. He just replaced it. I mean, you know, he went in there and did it. So you've got to say at least he tried. So I don't know. I'm hoping that this dehumidifier, because it takes forever to get rid of it. After you get it, the best thing is don't get it. That's the best thing. You know, keep a check on leaks or anything like that. If you do, get them fixed as quick as you can. But this was sealed up in the wall, so we didn't know, you know, until the walls started warping, and I knew something must not be right about that. And so I called him, check on. He came to check. When he took that one wall off, there was black mold all in there. So, yeah. So people take care of each other. Have a good day. Come back to see me. And, oh, y'all know what to do. I always tell you everything. And I will talk to you later. And maybe I can get out sometime. I don't know if you can hear that or not. We have a new teenager around here, and he's got his booming radio going on, and it just jars the walls and everything. It's an awesome system, apparently. My son used to have that when he was growing up. My sons did, and the louder it was, the better. I'm surprised they can even still hear. But they enjoyed them so much, so, you know, it's the phase they go through. Anyway, all right. I'm going to say bye for now. Thank you for listening, because this is very important. Watch out for your parents, for people you care about, and you'll start noticing things that's not right. Just like the memory loss, but the shaking. I mean, the shaking, I was nervous inside. I could feel like my whole insides was shaking. You know, it sounds kind of stupid, but that's the way you felt. You felt like your whole insides was just jerking. So keep your eyes out. Watch for stuff like that. And if you see it, try to go around and see if there's any mold anywhere. And even if you have to take a wall off where the bathtub is or something like that, just to be sure that it's not hidden in there causing problems. Do that for you people, because it's deadly. It can kill them. It really can. And I'm very lucky that we found it when we did, because it was sealed up in the wall, but it was leaking out. We didn't know, you know. Whenever the wall kind of warped, it left a gap up there at the top or whatever, and it was letting the mold get out in there. So, yeah, very lucky. Very, very lucky. I am feeling a lot better. Son's been taking me to the beach and been walking me to death, and I love it, because we go hunt for shark teeth and sea glass. I love sea glass. So anyway, so hopefully when we can finally afford to get some camping bushcraft things and the roller racks, we're going to both get one. We're going to put it in there, because we're going to have to walk a pretty good ways to get to the water from where we park. We're going to get those. That will save us from having to carry these things, and it'll keep me from having to maybe carry more than I can handle right now. Before I got sick, it wouldn't have been a problem. it just wouldn't have been a problem. I probably could have took the kayak and threw it up on my head and went on, because I used to carry 50-pound bags of dog food, whatever, you know. So, I mean, I was strong. I was really, and it's just like I told the landlord, I said, I was really strong when I come here. And I said, now I'm not. I said, I just don't have the strength, and I can't get my upper body built back up. And so we're going to see if kayaking can do it for us. Plus, it's out enjoying the fresh air, a lot of fun. No telling what we're running into. My friend in Michigan, she lives in Marionette, Michigan, and Marquette, maybe it's Marquette, maybe it's Marquette. I never can pronounce that thing right. But she says, oh my gosh, you're going to get eaten by an alligator. And I said, well, I've been told alligators are more scared of you. But I also watched a video that said if you heard the little baby alligators chirping like, to get out of there, because it's alarming the mama that you're in their territory. And so I seen that, and I said, well, that's something you might be good to learn. Or if two of them's fighting, go the other way, don't get close to them, because you can become a statistic that way. They'll grab you and pull you under. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to visit. Leave comments. I love your comments. It always makes me feel good when you're talking to me. So anyway, like I said, I'm still on, and if y'all have the bushcraft stove, you know, alcohol burner you like, or something, a brand or whatever that you like, let me know, because I've been looking and I just don't know which one to get. I don't know what is the best way to go. I've looked on the videos, and some of them says this, some says that. So let me know about that. Maybe the best bushcraft, pots and pans and stuff that you've found, and things like anything you can help me with to get this, to get something that's going to work for me, you know. Please let me know. If you can recommend anything, that would be awesome. The price, I want to keep the price down low as I can, but, you know, if you get something good, sometimes you have to pay a little more. So anyway, please let me know. All right, I'm going to say bye for now. Thank you for watching. Don't ever give up on me, because if I'm not there for a while, I will be back, and you know that. And I may not be back as strong as I was, but I will be back. So take care. Bye for now. Come back to see me. Don't forget your coffee. Bye-bye.